Mike Moore Media.
I have my friend Debbie Moose in Raleigh, cookbook author, food writer. Hey, Debbie, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you doing?
It's always great to connect with you here in November.
Oh, yeah.
It's Thanksgiving month, and we're talking today turkey, turkey, turkey. Yeah, I can't wait.
Well, it is the month for turkeys.
Yeah.
I didn't say that simply because the elections are going on. But but it is the month for turkeys. And when I was food editor at the News and Observer, this was the time of year that I'll tell you all a little secret.
Secrets.
Food editors really did not like, when I was there, Thanksgiving, because you could not vary from the standard pattern. Everyone wanted the turkey, the dressing. You know, it was very difficult to vary from the standard.
Sure.
Now today, that's changed a good bit. You know, that's different today. And people are interested. Like a friend of mine is doing some sort of tropical lemongrass brine for his turkey. You know, and you know, there's all kinds of different things that people will do. But back then, people wanted the standard traditional. And one question people always have is, you know, how am I going to cook that great big old turkey? Because most people, it's only once a year that they do this. I mean, do you cook a big turkey other times of year?
You know, we have turkey throughout the year. I like turkey and some of the trimmings with that. But when it comes to a big Thanksgiving turkey, it's the one time of the year.
Yeah, for most people, it's Thanksgiving and maybe Christmas. I know a few people that might do it at Easter, but other people I know get, if they want turkey, they'll get a turkey breast because they've got the ham,
You're right.
at Easter. But as for the whole big turkey, and this year with, you know, things doing a little bit better with COVID, people are really excited about getting their families and everybody back together, so they're going to need to cook a big turkey.
Sure.
And so when you all cook, how do you cook yours?
Oh, we just do a basic turkey in the oven. We're not too fancy around here. But we have friends who do that, the deep fried thing. And there's so many ways to, like you said, people have gotten away from that traditional way to fix a turkey. So there are many other ways now, aren't there?
There certainly are. And the cooking bag, a lot of people swear by that.
Yep.
Now, for over a decade, maybe it might be coming on 15 years now, my husband and I have deep fried our turkey. I forget now how I got started with that, but we wouldn't go back now. And everyone I tell that to goes, "Oh, you're going to burn down your house." No, first of all, we're not stupid. Right. You know, as long as you're not stupid and do something like try to fry it in your garage or something, you know, it's really not a danger as long as you're not an idiot.
Don't be a turkey.
I realize don't be a turkey. And, you know, I might be stretching it for some people, but, you know, as long as you're not, you know, really reckless and silly about it, we love it because it cooks so much faster. A 12-pound turkey will fry in about 45 minutes.
Wow.
And it frees up the oven. I mean, if it's like in my house on Thanksgiving, oven space is at a premium. I only have one oven. I don't have a wall of ovens. You know, maybe people are disappointed to hear that. But I don't have a wall full of ovens.
I had a vision. Now that's just completely gone.
No, I'm so sorry, Mike.
That's
well, I
all
guess
right.
it's the last time we'll be talking, right?
Probably. It's probably it. All stainless steel, just wall-to-wall everything. Yeah. Right out of Better Homes and Gardens. Yeah.
No. More like Better Homes and Well-to Do.
Okay.
So, you know, oven space at a premium. And, of course, you can cook as much as you can ahead of time, but there's still some things that need to be done that morning. And so it frees up all that oven space. It cooks faster. And, you know, I kind of get a little perverse pleasure out of turning something that's touted as a healthy, low-fat meat into a big piece of fried goodness.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
You can buy bottles of injectable marinade in the grocery store to go in there. I use that, and I'll tell you the other great thing about frying turkey.
Mm-hmm.
It gets most of the men folk out of the house.
Oh, well, there you go.
Mm-hmm. For some reason, it's a guy-attracting object, and the guys will all go outside and stand around it. I've witnessed this at my own house.
Sure.
It wasn't Thanksgiving. We had some people over for some other reason, or maybe I was testing a turkey recipe. I can't remember, but my women friends and I looked outside, and there were all the guys just standing around looking at the fryer. And if you're of a very technical mind bent, you can do what my husband and one of his friends did one time. They timed the temperature rise. They made a graph chart of how fast the temperature ran up, which we refer to. So there's all kinds of auxiliary pleasures about frying a turkey.
Sure.
And it just comes out great. And you do end up with a big pot full of oil. For 12-pound turkey, it takes maybe 4 quarts of oil. It does take a lot of oil. And the thing is, though, most municipalities now will take used cooking oil. They will pick that up as part of your yard, like home waste. You have to like in Raleigh, you have to schedule a pickup, but they will come and get it because cities can sell that to vehicles that are running on recycled oil. So it's not hard to get rid of it in most cases nowadays. Or back before the city would do that, we have a large natural area with pine straw. We just poured it in that once it cooled off because it's just vegetable oil. It's not going to hurt anything.
Yeah, and look, you're helping there with the environment and everything. When someone else is another repurpose there for the oil there.
Right.
Yeah,
yes,
that's
indeed.
Good.
Yes, indeed. Be environmentally conscious.
Sure. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, there's a few important things to remember in the Don't Be Stupid department.
Yes.
Which is don't overfill the pot. Remember, I was sleeping during most science classes in high school, but my husband wasn't, fortunately, so he understands the idea of displacement of liquid. When you put something into liquid, the liquid is going to rise. And
I heard I've talked to someone about this, that you maybe try it with water first, and then you kind of get an idea, what you're looking at there.
Yeah, that's what we do, because I can say 12-pound turkey, but it might be a little under, it might be a little over. There's no exactitude. So that's what he does. He checks how much it takes, and then we put that much oil in. So, we do verify that and make sure it. And you have to buy a turkey frying rig. I mean, this is not something. I have seen people selling ones to do it inside, but I would never in a million years use one of those.
Oh, no.
It's a mess. So it's something that you do outside, and you buy a special turkey fryer that has a burner, and you attach a propane tank to it. And so, we check the propane tank, check the connections, the hoses, all that stuff, make sure it's going to work. And then, give time for the oil to come up to temperature. As with frying anything, it's important that the oil be up to temperature before you put the food in.
Right.
So that takes a little bit of time. And then he stays out there through the cooking process and monitors it. It's not like you put it in and then walk away. He stays out there and watches it to be sure that, nothing happens, the burner doesn't go out for some reason, all those things. And
apparently all the other guys stay with him, so the whole kitchen area is clean. Yeah. So they're all there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And we put it in an area that's away from the house and not underneath any limbs hanging over, just in case. I mean, we've never had anything happen. And something that's kind of clear of any leaves or anything like that, just in case.
Right.
The only time we have had any kind of a problem was several years ago. Got everything out, hooked it up, Thanksgiving morning, and couldn't get it to work. And one of the tubes leading in from the gas tank had torn up. It had split. So basically it was unusable. And it was Thanksgiving morning, and people were showing up in 2 hours.
Oh my goodness. This sounds like a disaster.
Well, it could have been. Brought it back in, and now this was rough work. I decided to butterfly the turkey. You cut it down the back. I've done it with a chicken. You cut it down the back and lay it open, flat.
Yeah.
And it cooks faster that way. Chicken cooks faster that way. So I got the biggest pan I had and did that, and boy, that was hard cutting through that giant turkey. But did that, and it got cooked in time by doing it that way instead of leaving it whole.
Yeah, okay.
It did get roasted. I put it in the oven, started roasting, and it did get done in time. Or I thought about taking it apart into pieces. So it did work, but that also taught us in the future, to allow time a few days before to check the hoses and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we ended up buying just a new fryer because there was a lot of. We'd had that one a while. There were a lot of things wrong with it, so I'm like, let's just get a new one.
You wore it out. Had to get a new one.
We did, and I like the turkey that comes out of it. It's really crispy and delicious and moist. The one thing that is a bit of a drawback is some people I know like to take their turkey bones from their roast turkey and make turkey soup with it, turkey stock. I tried that once, and it really doesn't work, I guess because the oil has gotten into the meat.
Oh, yeah.
And it didn't really work out. So if you're particularly fond of doing that, you really can't. And, of course, it makes great turkey sandwiches. I mean, I think part of the fun of Thanksgiving is the leftovers the next day, don't you?
Oh, my goodness. I'd rather have a turkey sandwich, anytime. I like that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, turkey sandwich on some toast. And my husband likes to put gravy on his. He likes to make a hot turkey open thing.
Oh, now we're talking. Yeah.
Leftover gravy.
Boy, I'm starving now. Thank you. Well, this has been helpful, and I know before time gets away, tell us your husband's aunt has something that she does that maybe you'd like to share with us.
This was a very traditional recipe I learned about when I got married, and my husband kept talking about it, and I didn't believe it. His Aunt Ida used to marinate her turkey in a mixture of Coca-Cola and orange juice and some spices. And you'd sit there overnight in that. And now she was in Kinston, North Carolina. So he kept telling me about this. I'm like, no, come on, get out of here. And he made it once, and it was very good, and it comes out this nice color and everything. And if I'm going to roast a turkey, that would be the way I'd do it. And now it has to be not diet cola. Do not use diet.
Oh, never use that on anything, even to drink.
You need the sugar.
Yeah.
And she preferred Coke over Pepsi. So you can take that as it will. But that recipe, I actually included it in my book, Southern Holidays. And I still occasionally hear from people that used that recipe years ago and just loved it and will still say, oh, my gosh, I love that recipe.
Yeah.
I guess all the sugar kind of glazes it or something.
Well, it sounds delicious, and I appreciate the tips. I have one thing in common with that story. I had an Aunt Ida as well, but I don't ever remember anything about how she cooked her turkey. So, but anyway.
Just a quick minute while we're talking about
family
recipes.
Yeah.
Everybody, this is a great time to try to get those. from people of all ages in your family to